Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, world. It's coffee time with Flame Monroe. Here's my coffee. And I want to say thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. More of y'all need to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I could be getting more hits if y'all subscribe to YouTube. And thank you for checking in with me every day for Facebook for coffee time. I got a couple of good questions today, actually. And then we're going to touch on some other subjects. First of all, let me start off by saying that in life, I guess there are no mistakes. There are learning lessons. But my children are not happy here in Seattle. And everything that I thought it was going to be just has not turned out to be that. We are very pleased with the house. We love our house. Look at our view. We will not have this back again in Southern California, because if we had this much house in Southern California in the desired zip code that we live in, it would be at least $6,000. So this $2,850 I better be happy with, because once I get back to California, it won't be this little. Or if I pay that much money, it will be 2.5 bedrooms. Shit. So, but we have to go, and I don't want to do a GoFundMe account and lean on none of my friends. I'll get the money. Just bookings come in. I'm taking everything. So y'all come on with it. Secondly, because I will refuse to have unhappy black children in America. With all the crime and the murder and the sadness that's going on in the world, I'm going to raise happy children. And if they're not happy, I'm not happy. And y'all don't even know. My kids are so much like me. When I don't do what they want and don't give them what they need, they freestyle on me. Yes, they do. They light me up. And y'all know this mouth has no filter. But my kids give me the business. They don't use profanity. They are very respectful children. But they corner me like an old monster and be like, look, you're going to do this and you're going to do that and you're going to do this. And I just ball up, okay, kids, okay. But they know when I get angry, I turn green and start breaking shit. So they know when to duck and dodge. They know if their voice get deep, they know to run. Run, daddy, crazy. So I have to have happy children because you only get one chance and a great education. The school system is not what we thought. The job didn't pan out to be what I thought it was going to be. Only thing we happy here with is the house. So here we go. So question number one was, I had a guy ask me, was it gay that his girlfriend wants to strap up and have sex with him, a real female? And I told him no, I didn't think that was a gay move, because your prostate is in your rectum. And if you've never had your prostate real where you had an erect penis and came, you don't know what you missed. All you guys that's walking around saying, don't touch my asshole, don't touch my butthole, woo, 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 then you're not in tune with your whole body, because those of us that know that rectum is hard and that prostate is on throb, and if you hit that right spot about when you're about to bust, it's a wonderful thing. Plus, if you're going to let your female strap up and do you with her toy, right after, you know you got to get on top of her and dog walk her ass. You got to lay her out to remind her that the dick still got the power. See, so it's not a gay move. Now, if you let a man do it, yeah. But if you let a woman do it and then right after you lay her out to remind her, yeah, I'll let you play and I'll let you have your time. But now it's time for me to show you who the man in this relationship really is. Because here's the reason why we have so much download madness going on. Because black men, and I'm going to say it again, most black men are not open or receptive to trying new things, especially to pleasing their mate. If you please your mate, because it may just be a one-time deal with her, who knows? But if you please her, then you won't have to worry about seeking and getting it elsewhere from somebody else. And then she won't have to worry about it. The problem with the black women is that the first thing she hollers, you gay, you a fag, you like dick in your ass. That's not even the case at all. Which is why when 50 hollered, Vivica licked his asshole, it's a great pleasure. But you wasn't supposed to run and tell it. Now ain't nobody gonna lick your asshole, but possibly Soulja Boy. Secondly, so no, it's not a gay movie. It's actually a thrill, and y'all should videotape it so y'all can have it to look back on and get Grammy to and get charged up for the next session. Secondly, this whole Glamour magazine, I want to apologize to all the women of the world, good and bad, all naturally born females. That Glamour magazine has decided not one year but twice to make another transgender woman woman of the year. I just don't agree with that. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. I don't care if I lose a couple of fans behind it. I think it's so disrespectful to my mother and her mother and the mothers before that and your mother and her mother and your mother and your mother, because Caitlyn Jenner is not a woman of the year. She's a transgender man from man to woman, and she did bring a lot of light to the forefront, but Laverne Cox was before her. Okay, why wasn't Christine Jurgensen remembered? She was the first sex change. They still are not women. You could make up a new magazine and make, or Glamour could have had a separate magazine that says Transgendered Woman of the Year. It's disrespectful to all women. And I'm not Jade. Jade or what? I'm not a woman either. We are female impersonators. We are transgender. We are not females. We are not naturally born females. It's disrespectful to everybody who came before her and everybody who's going to come after her, because the world has changed, but the sex ain't changed. Y'all can change the terminology and make it all righteous and make it all right with everything else, but the sex ain't changed. That nigga still got a dick. That is a transgender female. And yes, I said a microwave tranny at that. It is so many other trannies that goes unnoticed that help girls in the community. That child is a Republican. The Republicans don't even want her. The Republicans wouldn't even have her. You are not going to see Donald Trump crazy, and he crazy as a Bessie bug. You're not going to see him asking her to speak at one of his campaigns. Neither will you see Ben Carson crazy asses, because she is such an oddity. Not only is she transgender and a 30-minute microwave tranny, but she's Republican, and the Republicans don't stand for that, because with Republicans there is no in between. You're either poor or you're rich. There is no in between. Caitlyn is in between. So she can afford to say she's Republican because she's rich. But Glamour magazine, y'all dropped the ball on this, because this is unfair to all women in the world. There's so many other deserving women for so many different reasons. Yes, Caitlyn opened up the door and made it more acceptable to be transgender. But Woman of the Year? No, thank you. No, ma'am. What you want, Izzy? If you put some clothes on, look at Izzy. She wants to go bike riding. Yeah, put some clothes on. That sweater is not thick enough. Girl, I can see through that. Okay, well, put on another sweater and put on a jacket. It's cold here. We'll be in SoCal in a minute, God willing. So yes, I am not happy with the whole This Is Woman of the Year, but that's my opinion, and this is coffee time. And I'm telling you something, y'all need to weigh in, because especially females, y'all have allowed so much to happen and just swept it under the rug that it's acceptable, and it's not acceptable. And for all you females with power, the whoopies and the Oprahs that jump on the bandwagon saying it's great, it's not great. It's not great. What it is disrespectful. Think about your ancestors. Think about the women that came before you and the women that are coming after you. What are we saying to our children? I'm not saying that this person hasn't done great things or might do great things or has opened up a door, a floodgate to show society that things are more acceptable. But Woman of the Year, get the fuck out of here. This is Flame Monroe. I've said what I had to say. Kiss a hoe's ass. And anybody who don't like it can kiss my dick in the face. Boom.